It is 6:49. Apple shares hitting a 10-month high ahead of today's quarterly earnings update. Could this have had anything to do with Samsung? Here's Mike Apple right now at the business desk. Mike?
Yeah, that's the speculation, Kevin, that Apple, this rally, near-term rally for the stock price, really started when Samsung started to run into problems with that Galaxy Note 7. First the recall and then the subsequent end of production. And the analysts are saying that Apple probably picked up quite a bit of business for the iPhone 7. From that, we'll find out after the close of today's trade when Apple reports fourth quarter earnings. 45 million iPhones sold. That is the target to listen for from Apple's earnings update. They'll make billions of dollars in profit. Revenue is expected to be down year over year, but nevertheless, the share price has reflected a little bit more optimism about Apple going into the holiday sales season. And on Thursday of this week, the company will also be unveiling upgrades to its Mac lineup of personal computers. General Motors also reports earnings before the bell this morning, and GM is expected to report profit improvement. The big question is, do they echo what Ford has been saying recently, in as much as the North American auto market might be a little bit super saturated after several years of consumers going out and buying new cars and trucks. Ford recently announced some production slowdowns at some of its U.S. factories because they've got a little bit of a backlog of inventory. We'll get the report from GM again before the bell this morning. Morning market's looking pretty good right now with rising commodity prices. Price for oil opening the day close to $51 a barrel. Today we'll get the first of two inventory updates out of the United States, which may show, again, a supply drop. Inventories in the United States have been down for 6 of the past 7 weeks, so oil has moved higher on that. Canadian dollar at 75.05, up a third of a cent. A little bit of life for the loonie, which has been languishing a little bit recently under the weight of our weak economic performance here and the prospects of a U.S. interest rate hike coming up potentially in December. Twitter is reportedly readying a round of job cuts. The company, which had been looking for a buyer, failed to get a deal, is now looking at a restructuring effort to cut costs. Maybe 300 jobs or 8% of the workforce set to go at Twitter, which is going to be reporting earnings on Thursday of this week. And we've been mentioning the ticket prices for the World Series. The Cleveland opener tonight, average price on StubHub at $3,900, $7,500 if you want to go watch any of the games. At Wrigley, the problem with the market for tickets for any of these games, first of all, so pent-up demand. It's sort of like the housing market, Kevin. Too many buyers, not enough sellers. So that is just leading to higher prices. Any of these popular events, the Hamilton Theater show on Broadway, $10,000 a ticket in some cases there. So again, got to pony up some cash to go see the World Series this year. Back to you.
All right, but I'm going as a guest of Mike Apple, so I'm okay. I'm set.
Pick you up at 7.